So as of about an hour ago, it was officially announced that Daredevil has been canceled. It will not return for a fourth season on Netflix. This is what the official announcement said. Deadline received a statement from Netflix saying Marvel's Daredevil will not return for a fourth season on Netflix. We are tremendously proud of the show's last and final season, and although it's painful for fans, we feel it is best to close this chapter on a high note. While the series on Netflix has ended, the 3 existing seasons will remain on the service for years to come, while Daredevil, the character, will live on in future projects for Marvel. So if you've been following my channel for any amount of time, you know that I absolutely love the Daredevil show. All 3 seasons I think are fantastic. So this announcement at face value is absolutely heartbreaking. But if you read through what they said, there's a few reasons in there and a few things in there that could give us a little bit of hope. So let's talk about it. Hi, if you're new here, my name is SeanChandler, and I started this channel essentially because I was driving everyone around me crazy talking about movies and TV way too much. If you can relate, you're probably in the right place. Consider clicking that subscribe button. While I'm giving you my thoughts on this one, go ahead and tell me your thoughts down below in the comments section. I'm imagining there's going to be some people with a lot of emotions on this one. For me, I wanted to just hit record and just start ranting, like the angriest rant that I have done on my channel in a long time. And then I read the article a little bit closer, and I've still got a lot of passion inside of me, and hopefully a little bit of that will come out here. But I've also got hopefully some balance on this. So what I'm going to do in this video, what I want to do is essentially explain why I think that they canceled it because of ratings and they shot themselves in the foot with everything they did. And then I'm going to talk about how the actual announcement gives us a little bit of hope in things. So first off, are you kidding me? Like, seriously, are you kidding me? This was the show that everybody loved. It launched this universe, or kind of pocket universe inside of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. People loved this show. We're talking about it. It had so much buzz in the first season. It was so much better than any of us thought it was going to be. Second season came out. Likewise, people loved it. It got so much buzz. And if you want to do like a little case study in how to kill the momentum of your universe, of your show that people love, here it is right here. Because coming off of season 2, people loved the Marvel Netflix universe. Jessica Jones season 1 had positive buzz. Both seasons of Daredevil had positive buzz. And then over the last 2.5 years, they put out 4 different spin-off shows. The Punisher, pretty good. Iron Fist, not good. Not good. Luke Cage had some potential, but not so good. And the Defenders, which should have been the Avengers of this Marvel Netflix universe, turned out to be kind of a dud. And so when you put this out and you've got 2 of these seasons get second seasons that didn't do much to build positive momentum, and with each new season they put out besides The Punisher, people lost interest in their universe. Because Iron Fist was bad. They tuned into it and they went, oh, they don't care anymore. They tuned into the second half of season 1 of Luke Cage and they went, what is this? This is not Daredevil. What are they doing? They tuned into the second season of Jessica Jones that didn't really have a villain. And they're like, this Marvel Netflix stuff seems to be losing a little bit of its momentum here. And certainly people that each of these seasons have their fans, but in general, they put out lackluster after lackluster after lackluster season in this Marvel Netflix universe, coming off of 3 solid initial seasons. And it took 2.5 years to come out with a sequel season to Daredevil season 2. Well, what happens when you do that? You tarnish the brand. You water down the brand. You overexpose the brand. And then you wait so long that people kind of lose interest. They kind of forget about it. Like, I know a bunch of people when Daredevil season 2 came out that were not people that typically watch shows like this, that were all in and talking about how good the dialogue was. And just, this is not their type of show at all. And if they'd had a season 3 come out a year later, they would have checked it out. But enough time passed, and that's why TV shows don't do this sort of thing. They don't wait 2.5 years to follow up their hit brand show. And you certainly don't put out a bunch of lackluster seasons in it. And especially the guy that they got to do Iron Fist. is one of the worst showrunners working today. I don't know if he's just a guy that is a nice guy that gets along well behind the scenes with people, or if he's the guy that they hire when there's kind of a sinking ship and he's the guy that'll take the job. I don't know why it is, but this is the guy that did the last season of Dexter. This is the guy that did the Inhumans, things that are notoriously awful. And adding to that, Iron Fist is one of those things that was like, this is not a well-crafted first episode of a show. This is not well put together, and it's going to alienate people. Some people will like it, and some people do like it, but for mass audiences, the people that really like Daredevil, most of them tuned in and they went, this is not good. So Netflix, congratulations. You have now given an example to the world of how to kill a hit TV show, how to kill a show with incredible buzz and momentum that people love. How do you do that? Put out a bunch of crappy spinoff shows, put out a bunch of lackluster seasons, and wait 2.5 years to follow up the show that actually has momentum, that people actually like, that has a great creative team, that has a wonderful cast. You've given an example to the world. Congratulations. I don't know how you have managed to botch the Marvel Netflix universe so badly, but you did it. We got to a point in time that after Daredevil season 3, which everybody loves, it gets canceled 6 weeks later. Awesome. Awesome. And that's my rant. I was hoping I'd get a little bit fiery in here. I don't get too fiery in many of my videos. Real quick, if you enjoyed this video, check out this playlist up above with my Marvel Netflix rankings. Like I said, I'm being overly critical of some of those seasons. I enjoy them. I watch through all of them and I look forward to the future ones. But I got my rankings up here, so my full thoughts if you're new to the channel. All right, from there, let's look at what they said. There's some hope in what they said. If you just read the headline, I want to punch holes in the wall. If you read what they said, there's a couple things in there that are really, really, really important. So let's go through this. Marvel's Daredevil will not return for a 4th season on Netflix. On Netflix. This is very important because Disney, who owns Marvel the actual company, as well as runs Marvel Studios or owns Marvel Studios, are launching a streaming service in the very near future. And they're going to do TV shows with like not Black Widow, but they got all these shows planned out with Loki and all these different characters. There's potential that what's going on here is that finally we're going to really incorporate these Marvel Netflix characters, these kind of street level heroes in New York City into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Maybe it's really going to finally happen with this Disney streaming service, and that's what's going on. They're clearing shop. All the shows that have put their seasons out, they're getting canceled now, and then they're going to move on over to Disney streaming in some sense. This is all theorizing. I'm not saying this is happening, but this is why there could potentially be some good in all the crap that you're feeling right now. Because right now, Marvel Netflix is technically in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it's not. There's no, like they talk about the event, they talk about the big green guy, but it's a pocket universe. They don't really overlap at all. There's barely even references. This could be the way that that's going to change. Then you can kind of see, John, we're tremendously proud of the show's last and final season. Oh, it's painful for fans. We feel it's best to close this chapter on a high note. And so, like they're saying, they know it's good. They know people liked it. They loved what just came out. And so they're still canceling it. So once again, that doesn't feel like a decision that you make based off of, it doesn't feel like a normal canceling. Normally when you cancel a show, the ratings are just absolutely dreadful and the show's doing poorly or something like that. But when you have something like Daredevil, which, as I just described, there's about 20 different reasons why this show underperformed in the ratings. And that's, I think they would know that. And so if they think the season was really good, they could potentially be seeing, once again, this transfer to over Disney. There's something else going on behind the scenes. There's things that they know that we don't know, that they can't announce yet. But what they can say is you're not going to get a season 4. And it also continues on. While the series on Netflix has ended, the 3 existing, and that's important, series on Netflix has ended, the 3 existing seasons will remain on the service for years to come. Once again, the focus is their 3 seasons are still on their service, while the Daredevil character will live on in future projects for Marvel. I mean, everything in there is, we love this show, we love the cast, we love where things are at. It's just not going to continue on Netflix. The way it's written leaves a lot of room for the Disney theory. Now I'll throw a second theory out here. Last night, the Russo brothers did a screening of Infinity War with Collider, and they did a Q&A afterwards. And one of the questions asked was, did you ever consider putting the Marvel Netflix characters, the Defenders, into Infinity War? And the Russo brothers said yes. They said, yes, we considered that, but because of the universes, the TV shows, different production schedules, we could not put them in Infinity War because there's too many moving parts to make it work out on a production level. The reason they were not in Infinity War was because of their production schedules. We've got a movie coming out about 6 months from now. We haven't seen a trailer yet. We don't have a title yet. A bunch of us thought yesterday the trailer for it was going to drop. Yesterday, they did this Q&A where they said, hey, we wanted to use them. We thought about using them. We thought that would be pretty cool, but production schedule issues. The next day, we've canceled Daredevil. Interesting. There is potential that there's another little moving piece going on here that could be very cool for our fans of both the Marvel Netflix stuff and fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where this could be going somewhere very cool in the near future, and perhaps Daredevil shows up in Avengers 4. This is all speculation. These are all theories. I'm just trying to make you feel a little bit better after what for me was this huge gut punch. Like, I literally was just sitting on my couch about 25 minutes ago, seething, like, are you kidding me? I'm going to go kill someone. It was like, I'll just make a video about it. And as I read this, there's a little bit of hope in there. So anyway, that's my take on it. Give me your thoughts down below. Remember to check out that playlist right over there of my Marvel Netflix rankings. I'm just as mad as you guys, but hopefully there's some hope in this one. Tell me your thoughts down below. Thank you guys for watching, and keep talking movies and TV too much.